Welcome back, everyone. Christmas is next week. Are you ready?
Ho, ho, ho. I'm ready.
Where the hell is that?
Where the hell's that?
Oh my God.
Christmas next week?
Did you know it's next week already?
No, I didn't. You just said that right now.
Hi.
It makes me happy. Oh, December's over?
You all know why Jesse's happy.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Heal, Laugh, and Rise Up. I'm Jessie, your badass two-time cancer fighter, soul work mentor, and your favorite Latina.
Hi, and I'm Amber, a chemo nurse by day, caretaker to my husband by night, all while being a scrunchy mom.
We're here to talk all about our traumas and how we use them to grow, honey.
So grab your drink and let's get in today's miracle and shit show.
Yeah, Christmas a week and 2 days away, I guess. How do we feel about that?
Well, hopefully I won't have laryngitis anymore and I'll have my voice back.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You're prepared for Christmas, though. You have some Christmas cheer.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Meow.
That's how you're going to start it.
I'm starting it with the meow, everybody, because people out there who are my friends know that I have a new member of my family. I just wanted to, verbally say it.
Girl, we all know. You told us.
And welcome our baby girl until my brother adopts her. But welcome back. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Oh, how are we feeling this week?
I'm a little bit tired, but it's because I had Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. Shout out to Taco Bell. This is not a paid ad, but if you want it to be, it can be. Taco Bell, pay me.
Do you see me how close I'm getting to you right now through the screen?
I see.
We are not broadcasting from our regular spot. We're actually home. I'm in my warm robe.
You're in your robe again.
And do you want me to show you what I have? I'm sitting on the thing you gave me.
Oh, my heat pad.
I use it all the time.
That thing is the best.
Oh, do you want it back?
No. It is good, though.
You can borrow it. I was actually thinking of bringing it to work.
No, I'm good. I have a little hot pad.
Warm up.
I have a little electric one in the bedroom.
Taco Bell girl. I was not a fan of Taco Bell because I'm a Del Taco girly.
I didn't have Del Taco growing up. I had Taco Bell.
We have a Taco Bell across the street, and I was not craving it, but I told Alex, I think I'm just going to get Taco Bell. It was so good.
You have Taco Bell across the street?
Girl, it's right here in the corner.
Oh my God.
You've seen it on the right side.
Fast food. Let me just come out and say it. Okay. I love fast food. I love it. I did not know. My voice is going. I love it so much. I fucking love fast food. You know why?
Why?
I'm conditioned to eat crap fast food when I'm stressed. Or when I do something good, I get to reward myself with crap fast food. Or anything, I get to eat crap fast food, which is so not what we eat anymore. But I'm having, I guess, a kind of a stressful week. Not like, I don't think I'm worrying about things. Yeah. I think I'm just overwhelmed with too much at once that I wasn't expecting.
Can you, before you continue, can you give us your Taco Bell order and I'll give you mine?
I'll take one of everything, please. Thank you.
Oh, I will take one Mexican pizza because we're Mexican. We don't say pizza.
Kathy gets that too.
I
ordered it at work, so I know her order now too.
I've never had it until like 2 months ago. It was so good. I used to love, I don't know if they still have it, the Dorito taco.
Oh my God. I had that like a couple months ago. So salty, so yummy, so full of red 40.
We should give that to well, no, not red 40, but she would love the salt on that thing, huh?
She loves her cheese Dorito, girl. But that red 40, she's just, it's not worth it.
It keeps haunting us everywhere, huh? I had no idea it was in everything.
This food is bad for you everywhere.
So what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do if we want?
Stop eating crap and recondition our brains.
How? And it's coming from someone who's had cancer twice. I am not going to say it was the food
Yeah.
because we've talked about the cancer I had
There's
was
that
very rare,
aspect. Yes, yes, your cancer is
right?
very, very rare.
And it doesn't help though that if I don't change my, you get diagnosed with cancer, I'll be honest with you. The first thing I did was like, I'm not nothing. It's because it's that traumatic. But then as you're going through the journey, you're just like, you start
It
your
becomes normal.
brain, your brain just kind of goes back to everything it was before. And then you're cured, right? You're cured. You have no more cancer. And then you're like, then you go back to eating all the stuff. And then the cancer comes
But
back.
I
Like,
think it's like has a lot to do with how you're conditioned, you know?
yes.
Like your comfort. For me it's comfort food. I grew up like food is love. Like we cook for you. You know, my grandma's like, "Here, have some more." And you're like, "Oh, I'm full." And then her chancla comes off. Like, "You're what?" Like, "Have some more." You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the norm. So we eat and we eat, and if I eat her food, if I eat someone who loves me, who's feeding me, if I'm eating their food, I'm also saying I love you because I'm eating so much of it. Like,
Yeah.
if I eat seconds and thirds, wow, she really loves my food. She really loves me.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I
a love
feel like
language.
that's how, yeah, exactly.
It's a
And when
love
you do that
language.
your whole life, like, man, it's really hard to change and start thinking about food as fuel.
Yeah. I remember you telling me this um, as we've been talking about, and I'm learning different things from you and learning that that's what it is. Food is
That's
fuel.
all it is.
It's just gasoline.
Yep.
It's all it
And
is. And that's
we
all
can
you need it to
put,
be.
girl, okay, my trip, we can put shitty fuel in the truck
All right.
and it ran 200 miles and then it glug, 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 glug stopped. And it's like, my truck should be able to go 600 miles,
Mm-hmm.
not 200. I mean, 600 on like a good day. I couldn't even get to half because it had shitty fuel.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing to our bodies.
Yeah. I don't know. Changing it's we know what it would feel like if I was able to make that change and just know that what I eat is just fuel and it's not really enjoying it. It's almost like I would be grieving part of my being, because I like
100%.
like you said, you go to your tia's house, oh mija, look, and they're very proud. And it's such a sacred, beautiful thing to cook for your loved ones and give them food and like you said, enjoy it. And the food from my culture is there's nothing healthy about it, girl. Lard. Lots of
Oh,
lard.
that is healthy. Bring on
Lots
the lard. Bring on
lots
the
of
tallow. Bring on the fat, girl.
las carnitas.
Why not? God, it
But
sounds so
yeah,
good.
how do we change the mentality? I mean, I feel like you've been practicing like,
But
changing
I've
your
been doing this a
mentality
while
or no?
ago. Yeah, it's been years of this. I just had Taco Bell, so clearly, I'm still human.
Yeah.
It's also about balance. Like if I went into this, I mean, I remember learning, make sure like oh, you want to lose weight or you want to gain a little muscle or you want to do whatever and you're changing your diet. They always say food is fuel. They always say that.
Always.
And I remember the first time, I don't know, 10 plus years ago, I heard that and I was trying that route. It wasn't my own idea. It wasn't something I actually wanted to do. I just did it and I forced myself to do it and it didn't stick. And then when I would have a cheat meal as a little treat, it was full of guilt and it wasn't a treat. It was shitty. It wasn't supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be this lovely moment that, yay, I'm so glad I did that and let's get back to grinding and being, disciplined. It was guilt on top of guilt and now I'm stress eating and now I'm eating because I feel guilty and it's just trouble.
Yeah.
So this time
Mhm.
around, I don't know, 5 years ago or whatever, um it was much better. And it was because it was my idea. It was my plan. I understood my why. My why was very strong.
Mm-hmm.
To be healthy, to be healthier. I want to be around for my kids.
Mm.
I want to be able to wake up in the morning and get out of bed. Like, my hands didn't work. Things, I had horrible chronic pain every single day, major inflammation throughout my body.
Mm-hmm.
Life, it shouldn't feel that way. And I started cutting out all the crap. There's a big study, I'm always talking about red dye 40. There's big studies on if you have ADHD or a child has ADHD, it makes it worse.
Yes, I've
So
heard
these
of that.
children who their parents are like, my God, my kid is driving me crazy. Now they have a diagnosis. Now they're getting on meds.
Mm-hmm.
Before you do all that, like those are dramatic life changes. Why not make the dramatic life change of taking red 40 out, taking artificial colors out? You're going to make a dramatic change in your life anyways. Why not choose that one first and
Mm.
see if there's a change? And maybe there won't be. I'm not saying that that's the fix all. But why not try that? And if it doesn't work, then go try the other things.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and how, for someone who doesn't know how to read the back of ingredients, like how to like find that easily? Because there's so many things that you can tell us right now. Make sure it doesn't have A, B, C, D, and todo, ¿verdad? But maybe we can start with one main ingredient, that red 40 that you were
Artificial
talking.
colors.
So anything that says artificial colors.
Artificial colors. Find things that are not. What was I? What did I have recently? I had a bag at work the other day and it literally says on the front of it, maybe it's cereal.
Yeah, and so if something is so bad for you, how is that legal?
I'm hoping it won't be legal much longer, but it doesn't matter. And that's the thing is we trust the food industry
Yeah.
to not put drugs in our food. All this crap we're putting in our food.
I remember eating Lucky Charms as a little girl. It was our favorite. And I think how many kids did this? You get the box of Lucky Charms, you put it in your plate, and then you then you dig your hand in there, and then you just pull it out. And then from that, whatever you have in your hand, you pick all the marshmallows out of that hand, put them in your plate. And then that cereal you had in there, you chuck it back in, grab another handful. Maybe you get two handfuls. Sorry, brothers and sisters, we were young. Everybody, I'm sure they all did the same shit. And we were, and now I saw that they have Lucky Charm just marshmallows. You could
Yeah, they
just buy
do.
the bag of
I've
marshmallows.
seen that. All the dehydrated little marshmallows.
I couldn't believe it. And that's all artificial colors.
Yeah.
And that's just when I see these TikToks and these things about like the stuff that's like what's in the hot Cheetos and all that, and I'm like, how is this legal?
Yeah, it
And
shouldn't be.
well, I'm not very educated about all that. I mean, you've been teaching me a lot, and it's like I don't know how to read the back of the labels. I don't know what those, I mean, if you really wanted to do the work, and we talked about if you want to change, you got to do the work. If you really wanted to know, you would pull out Google and you would Google every single word to see what it means, right?
Well, honestly, so the first things I would do was,
Yeah.
could I pronounce these words? How many ingredients are on the back? If there's like 60 ingredients and they all sound like some
Well,
scientific word,
mhm.
I was like, well, I don't know what any of this is. I'm not going to eat it till I know that it's safe. I did want to bring up, since this got brought up, I wanted to mention they are going to be changing the names of the colors on the labels.
Okay. From what to what?
Okay. So currently, if you look on the back of a food product and you're looking at the ingredient list, it will say usually towards the end, so the way they're written is the first ingredient is what's most in there.
Yes.
Okay, so as less ingredient is used, it gets further down the list. So usually colors are at the end, so at the bottom of it.
Mhm.
Usually colors and some type of shelf stabilizing ingredient. So typically a fat or a salt. And that's what keeps things stable is fat or salt. It's usually one or the other.
From rotten,
Or
from going bad, from spoiling.
from spoiling, yeah. A type of preservative.
Yeah.
So at the bottom it will say like red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6. And now they're going to start changing that. So red 40 is Allura Red AC is what it's going
Oh,
to say.
okay.
Yellow 5 is going to say tartrazine.
Okay.
Blue 1 is going to say Brilliant Blue FCF. Like they're changing it and it to
To trick
me
you? To trick you
sounds
think?
appealing, yeah.
Right. Yeah. It sounds sophisticated.
Like, oh, this doesn't have red 40. This has
Ooh,
Allura Red
tripling.
AC.
Ooh, tripling sounds fun. And when
Like
are they? Is that across the board or is that happening
I
sooner?
I'm not really sure
Oh,
when
okay.
or why or if it's already
Yeah.
started, but there are now some new cover-up names for the artificial food dyes. So just
Wow.
something to keep in mind if you're looking at labels, looking for red and yellow. Other some colors are allowed to be just called artificial coloring.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to look into the FDA. I don't know them, but some of them. So sometimes it'll just say like artificial coloring, caramel color, and then it will go into like red 40, yellow 5, and whatnot.
And so we want to find products which would not be how do I say it? That have like four ingredients, right? With
So the less ingredients, the
the
better.
better. So wouldn't you just
And
eat the
the
ingredients
English
like
ingredients, the better. So
but
this is my favorite part, like the bag that's in your hand.
okay.
Okay. Sweet corn flavor.
Okay.
Not flavored with sweet corn. Is there sweet corn in it?
I have I don't even have I can't tell you because I don't have my glasses and I couldn't read that. Yeah, like oh you mean like what's giving it the sweet corn taste is not actually sweet corn?
Yeah, like we're not orange flavor is oftentimes, the flavor in something, a drink, a candy. And then you look, they didn't use orange juice.
Mm.
Like why artificial flavors? Why artificial colors?
Because artificial flavors they have to use because they have to have some sort of preservative for it to be on the shelf, right?
No, that would be the preservative, not the artificial flavor. Why not use natural flavors and then preserve it?
I don't think they can do that.
Yes, they can.
It's cost effective. That's why, right?
Yeah, because this is bullshit made in a lab.
Yeah. They can make, you know how many of this flavoring they can make? It probably cost them 10 cents to make the flavoring and coat like 10 million bags, right?
I turn your
Uh,
bag around. I'm looking at the back of it,
okay.
and it's straight. The very first line, product name, corn chip snack, turtle chip corn soup artificially flavored. The second line, net weight, the weight of the bag, and then ingredients. Turtle chips pellet. What the fuck is turtle chips pellet? You know what I mean?
Turtle chip pellet? Turtle? Yeah, what does that even mean?
Corn snack mix. Corn flour, vegetable oil. Like, I'm gonna count this. Let's see.
Oh, how many
One,
ingredients? Oh, there's more
two,
than 50.
three, four,
More than
five,
50.
6,
You
7.
keep counting. As turmeric. Turmeric kills cancer. So, hmm. No, I don't even have my glasses. I just know that's like a whole paragraph. But they are really good, guys. If you never had turtle chips,
40.
look them up.
You have 40 ingredients.
I was almost
And
right. I
let's
said
go.
50.
At the very bottom,
Hmm?
butter mix powder,
Mm.
sucralose,
Mm.
40M R40 liquid,
That sounds like a band.
milk
But go on.
cream powder,
Mm.
vegetable cream powder, molasses
Ooh.
powder, high fat powder. What the fuck is high fat powder?
It's a powder that makes you a little bit chunky. But they're good, no?
Warning. Here we go. There's
Warning?
also, of
There's a
course,
warning? Well,
all of our
where?
foods come with warnings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Warning, consuming this product can expose you to chemicals including
Oh,
What is that chemical?
I don't know. Look it up.
Acrylamide?
Oh, fuck. Never mind. I can't eat this.
Chemicals including acrylamide, which is known in the state of California to cause cancer.
See what
For
I'm
more
saying?
information, go to www.p65warning.california.gov/food.
See
We
what I'm
are
saying?
legally allowed to sell this as long as we tell you you are consuming food we know causes cancer. You have been warned, you choose to eat it. It is
Mm-hmm.
go to a drive-through. Go through the Del Taco, your Del Taco friend. Go through the Del Taco drive-through, and when you get to the window to get your food and pay, look next to the window. There is a sign there that says warning.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
And we just grab the food and we pay for
'Cause I
it
don't
and we
want to look
stick
at
it
that
in our
sign.
mouths.
I don't want to look at that sign.
But all of
But
us, we're not educated, but it's also right there in front of us and told to us constantly.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But society has just normalized it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this okay? Why is it okay to feed my daughter this?
Yeah. As she's give us a crunch back there. Give us a little crunch. Give us a little crunch. No crunch. She ate it all. Yeah. So then, what do we do? Just eat air?
No, you
Fuck.
eat good food.
Oh man, that's just so hard to do. And then, like, it's kind of like at some point, like you were saying, there's a choice, right? You're saying I want to be alive to see my children grow, right?
Yeah,
What?
but there's only
What?
so much you can do. You can't go like off the deep end and hide in your house. Like there's toxins in the air. Like at what point are you going to accept and choose to live with the crap because that's just life.
Yeah, cell
You have to
phones, right?
find where you're at. Oh yeah, cell phone
Everything.
towers,
Antennas, not
everything.
just food. Every single thing. You walk into any kind of building, it says the paint that was used for this and this may cause cancer, but everything
Yeah,
causes cancer. So,
everything is a carcinogen.
as a cancer, whatever you want to call me,
Survivor.
survivor, it's almost like, what do I choose now? Like I don't have children. I'm not going to have children. I don't think that I have a lot of life left in me. But at the same time, it's almost like my own decision is almost like I want to be happy. I want to eat what I want. And if that is whenever God says it's time to go, then do I want to go home with the little Del Taco? Or like it's such a hard decision, even though I've had cancer 2 times. It's still very hard because I don't know how to disassociate my comfort food and what food does for me versus turning it into just the perspective of making it fuel because that's all it should be for me, right?
That's all it should be for anyone. But at the same time, there's so much love and emotion with food that you would not be having. Like,
Yeah.
why take joy away from life?
Yes, it's hard.
So it
And then
comes back to balance.
have to balance it. You can have both, right? Why can't we have both?
Well,
Grass fed.
that's my favorite part is you were like, you think this way, and then look at you. You're putting butter in a pan with a hamburger patty and you're enjoying it and you're getting that same
Mm-hmm.
happiness from it that
Right.
you wouldn't have done before.
Because I'm learning from you. I didn't know anything about half of the stuff that I've learned, and it's just a tiny little bit, but I didn't know that there was these different type of products or these different types of, it's all about balance and learning and being open to learn, because I know that I don't know how to read the labels and I'm learning through you. Like you said, oh, the chips, avocado oil, right?
I just think that it ultimately comes down to the debate of Lego my egos causes cancer. I'm not
Okay.
eating Lego my egos, right?
Right.
I'm not going to eat those waffles. It came out that they cause cancer. And then the rebuttal is, oh, well, everything causes cancer. You can't just stop eating.
Mm-hmm.
So it ultimately comes down to what can you limit? What can you help yourself with? And what do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like at work, the girls will ask me or they'll offer me things and I won't eat it. And then they ask why, and I tell them. And it's funny because I could imagine that even if you took away all the bad food there is, Kathy will choose to die with Dr. Pepper in her hand.
Oh.
Like, certain things are
Yes.
not worth giving up,
Yeah.
right? And I think if she chose to omit everything that people say is bad from her life, she would also choose not to omit. You can pry Dr. Pepper out of her cold, dead hands.
Yeah.
Like,
Toda
certain
muerta.
things just aren't with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where we need to decide, like, what do I want to get rid of and what do I not? Because if you're not behind your own decision, it's not going to stick. You're going to feel guilty every time you fuck
Mhm.
up. You're going to see it as a fuck up instead of as a treat. Like, I had Taco Bell. I'm not upset that I had Taco Bell, but I feel it. I feel
Mhm.
sluggish.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't get choro. People get choro from Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
I
I
don't.
love
I
Taco
don't.
Bell. I don't.
I know. I
But
don't.
I do. I feel more sluggish. I have less energy.
Yeah, you just feel kind of
Yeah, like, oh, I did not fuel my body properly, and I can
Mhm.
feel it. But I'm not upset about it.
No,
I
you're
know
happy
that,
and you know that it's good.
yeah,
That's gonna be the effect and you chose. It's a
and I chose
decision.
it.
You
And in a
chose it.
few days, it'll be detoxed out of my body, and if it's whatever I ate, it's gonna cause cancer, it's gonna cause cancer, and I chose it. And I mean, that's life. Living in LA, breathing this polluted air is gonna
Yeah.
cause cancer, and I still live here. Like, certain things you I don't know if accept is the right word, but you choose to continue with. And it
Yeah.
doesn't mean you can't change your mind, but in this moment, this is what I'm choosing, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Would you say it's hard to know you have a choice if you never knew that there was a something on the other side of the door?
Yes, I didn't know this shit was bad. And I feel like I was being poisoned my whole life.
Yeah. I think that's a especially in the Latino community, nobody talks about anything about what's bad. It's almost like you have to eat this. You're like, I
Yeah,
don't
eat
want that.
this. I
If you
don't,
don't eat it, it's a sign of disrespect for
yeah.
sure. And to
So
say like,
my,
"Oh, I'm a vegetarian," even sometimes it's kind of like now they're kind of wrapping the razas kind of get in it, a feel of it.
yeah,
But
it's
you go to
starting,
Mexico
but
and you tell your tias that you're vegetarian, they look at you like, "What? Like here's some pork ass, eat it," or this cow cheek,
yeah, yeah.
and you're just
Or, oh,
they
don't
kind of feel a
worry,
little
these are
disrespected.
the vegetable tamales, but they don't tell you that it's all made with lard.
Yeah,
And they're like, "Oh, don't tell her because then she won't eat it."
yeah.
There's no respect.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Food is a big thing. And I think
Yeah.
just learning a little bit and maybe a little homework assignment can be like whatever you're eating right now, if you're eating a bag of chips or cookies, just look at the label because I never really still don't look at labels. And I'm just kind of, because I'm afraid to look at labels because then that means I can't eat shit.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot I
got to throw
don't get to
everything
eat
away.
anymore.
But at least you can start being a little chismosa just because you want to know, like, let me see what does this word mean? And then just Google it and just see what you learn. It's just also a cool little learning experiment.
Yeah, so I bought um it was a sweet and sour pickled radish,
Hmm.
and I looked at the label, there was like maybe 5 ingredients. And I was like, "Oh, this is a preservative. I don't know what this is." And I bought it,
Hmm.
and I absolutely love these things. I've had them
Uh-huh.
before, like at a restaurant and stuff. So I'm trying to buy it cheaper, and I'm gonna go make food at home, Korean, of course, Asian
Yeah.
food, some Korean food. And I get home and I Google what I assumed was possibly a preservative. I look it
Okay.
up, and how the way I looked it up is I didn't type in the word and just to see what it is. I typed in, um, is this word safe for humans to consume? That's what I
Okay.
Googled.
That's pretty. Oh, I like it's just easier to the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course, what it is will also show up, and then it will also answer your question.
Okay.
So the first thing that pops up is, this is not safe for humans to consume. That's the first thing that pops up.
Oh my
And
God.
then under that, you can, scroll and look at, what else pops up. And it was telling the definition of what this is and what it's used for. And then, there's always the recommendation. searches, and one of them said, "What is this thing used for?" So I clicked it and I continued my little, 2-minute research of what this is. And the first thing I read what it's used for is paint thinner. And then I
Say that
kept
again.
reading paint
Paint
thinner.
thinner, you said?
Yes.
Paint?
It was used for like roofing material, paint thinner, adhesive.
That's
And then at the
impossible.
very end of this whole list of all these construction things it's used for, it says can be used to make certain drinks sour. And I was like, okay, this is not a
Holy
preservative. This is
shit.
something to make this the sweet and sour flavor for these pickled radishes.
Oh, kind of like paint? Like
I
that's.
don't know, girl. I literally came home, I was reading it, and I just walked over and I threw it in the trash. It was $4.99. I was so upset.
I remember you told me. I remember you told me, and I
Yeah.
told Alex because that's the pickled
I
radish.
love
He
those, yeah.
dies for that, and then he goes, "Hey, you should have grabbed it from the trash."
Because my thought process was like, okay, I'm not gonna have rice paper. I would like to have vegetable, like a root. It's pickled
Yeah.
radish. This is gonna be great. No, and I know I enjoy it, so I was so sad when I read
Oh,
that. And I was like, what the hell?
that sounds really crazy and almost like made up. I believe you, but that sounds really insane.
The fucked up part is the more and more you look up our food products, the more and more you read shit like that, and it's no longer crazy.
Yeah, exactly. In the beginning, it's crazy, huh? And now it's like
Yeah.
normal. So instead of eating that, just lick the concrete wall.
Yeah,
La
why
misma
not? What's the
cosa.
difference? I mean, it
Gratis.
doesn't taste good, but you'll
At
get
least
all
you're
the
saving
shit.
money. Saving money. Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
if you're new to this world and you're trying to go more in this direction, this crunchy, scrunchy direction, this non-tox living, is you start omitting artificial colors.
Okay, start there.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest and most intense consequences. Like omit.
But isn't
It's
that hard?
overwhelming.
Isn't that
It's
harder, Amber?
overwhelming.
Shouldn't they start somewhere a little bit? That's almost everything. Isn't there another way to start
No,
kind of easy?
because I feel like it's a a better known thing now. There's so many
Okay.
alternatives out there. You like
Okay.
Skittles? Go buy
Yeah.
Giggles. It's called Giggles.
Giggles.
Giggles, not made with artificial colors.
Okay. That's a
I
great tip. I
mean,
think
it's still sugar, it's still candy, it's still
okay.
crap, but you're trying to omit, like, you're just simply omitting artificial colors. That's all
Okay.
you're gonna work on right now, just
Oh
one
my
step at a
God.
time.
I love it. Can you give us like one like every episode just give us one thing that we can switch out? Like today is Skittles for giggles, right?
Yep. Go
Where can we
switch all
find
your
giggles?
candies. Gig Target sells them.
Target.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Like I don't know any of this. I think I have to go like Whole Foods or Bristol Farm, like somewhere else.
I don't really
Okay.
shop at Target. I just saw them in Sprouts, but I know they're at Target.
Okay.
Target
Well,
also has Smart Sweet, I think is what it's called. It's another candy brand that's not artificial colors. It has less sugar. It's a better candy.
okay. What do you
Halloween
have?
just passed. I bought Unreal chocolates. The brand
Oh,
is Unreal.
okay. Okay. I've seen that. I've seen the brand. Okay. No, you're giving us too much in one. This can be
Well,
cada
I just mean
episode.
like
I'm
for
just kidding.
candy. If you're gonna
I was
do
just kidding.
candy.
Oh no. Is there any substitute for Tommy's chili cheese fries?
No, girl, Tommy's is just bomb. Make it
Oh, do you
yourself.
like Tommy's? A lot of people
I
don't
love
like it.
Tommy's.
But yeah, I love that. I love that. You encourage me to just start at least looking at the back of shit. Just start looking. It starts somewhere.
Honestly, yeah, it's shitty
Next
because
time.
it's not what we're used to.
Yeah.
And I don't think I feel so wasteful. I can't just throw that away. That's not okay.
No, it feels really bad for me. It feels really bad throwing something away. And even if I think it's
Yeah.
bad for me or I don't even like it that much, I feel like I have to eat it. I just feel so guilty when I have to throw something away.
Yeah. But nope, we're worth it, Jesse.
We are worth it. We are worth it. And we also are worth having a little Taco Bell here and there and not feeling guilty.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Good for
I
you. Next
think,
time you have Taco Bell, let me know, cabrona. I want to join you.
I sounds so good right now.
You know what? We gotta go because the last 3 episodes, it's been revolving, which is great because they're all great topics. But
Why don't you guys like, follow, share with your comadre, your tío, your cousin, your friend. Just hit that subscribe button.
See y'all next week.
see you next week.